Wait a second. What have you got to worry about with a figure like yours?
If I don't worry, who will?
Come on, eat first. Talk later. Wanda, join us. Come on.
I thought you would never ask. Excuse me, I'll get some coffee. Can I have a coffee?
This is true.
And that's something. I tell you, all the years I've eaten Wanda's cooking, I've never had a bad meal. Never.
All right.
I bet your ears are burning, aren't they?
Don't believe word one the man says to you. Roll in.
Listen, what was this flap about? Yesterday, the hospital said you called and then called back, said never mind, the crisis was over.
Well, yes. There was a young man came in here, and, well, he obviously was not feeling very well. And then he came back another day, and he was really under the weather, and I said, you know, how are you, and what's happening, and if you had any medical help or something, and let me call my brother-in-law, the doctor.
Wait a minute.
And he ran out of here.
When did he come in here before?
A week ago Thursday. What?
That was Cassie's party. The time. Remember the young man in emergency?
What are you talking about?
You think it's the same guy?
I don't know. How old was he? About 20? Looked around 20 years old?
Young 20, yeah.
There was a walk-in patient in the emergency room the other night. A kid with a gunshot wound.
Yes.
And he wouldn't give out any information, so they called me. I went down to see if I could treat him. But by the time I got there, he'd left.
He said that he went to the hospital emergency, but they were hassling him. Well, I think that's the same kid.
Hey, what happened to the lights?
I don't know.
I must have blown a fuse.
Where's the switch? I left them on when we went to the car.
Come on, let's get some lights on here.
Look, they work. How do you like that?
I like it a lot because you probably don't know where the fuse box is, do you?
You're right, I don't. But I know I left them on when we went to the car.
Somebody trying to play a trick on us?
Maybe it's the ghost. Ha ha.
You gonna spend the night here?
Of course, why wouldn't I?
Well, I'm just gonna have a little look around, all right?
So when this guy started mouthing off about your operation in Tucson and Viki closing down Lord Manning and putting all those people out of work, I finally stood up and said he didn't know what he's talking about. Then he wanted to know my name, so I told him that.
Something like he was one for your old man, he belted you?
Something like that.
I'm real sorry about that, boy. I wish I was there. I'd taken care of him.
You don't want to tangle with that Irish lunatic.
You know this man, Harry?
Yeah, he worked at Lord Manning a few years ago.
And he must have latched onto a job at my Tucson plant.
Yeah, now he wants to sign on again. What do you think of that?
What did you say the name of that guy was?
Beckett, right here.
Brian Beckett.
Oh, sure. I remember that dude. He was a foreman at the plant.
Hey, so you actually remember some of the names of the people that work for you out there?
What the hell kind of a crack is that, Rafe?
I guess he got himself noticed, huh?
Oh, he sure did. Agitating fella.
Did you ever sit down and try to talk to him?
Talk to him? You don't talk to people like that. I mean, haven't you learned that much about management yet?
I learned enough to keep Lord Manning open. That plant of yours in Tucson is a parking lot now.
Oh, and Asen knows a lot about parking lots, don't you, honey?
Oh, Lordy, Becky Lee. You're never going to let me forget that theater fiasco, are you?
Well, Asa, now as far as I'm concerned, you've made amends most handsomely by donating the theater and the property to the Philharmonic. We're going to renovate it and use it as our home-based concert hall.
Oh, fantastic.
That's great. That's going to help revive that whole area down there.
Lord Manning has already started. Keeping the plant open has done more for that riverfront than anything in Landview.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Oh, and Asa, I don't think you even know this. The employees have formed a corporation, and they're buying the whole business from me.
Well, that is good news, Vicky. Congratulations.
Thank you, but don't congratulate me. These are masterminds over here.
No, honey, you misunderstood. I'm congratulating you, because you're not going to go down the drain with the others. You're really not going to hire that Beckett fella, eh?
Yeah, he's a good man. We can use him.
See, he bought stock in the company, Pa.
$5,000 worth.
And you two think you're going to come up with the rest of the money?
You better believe it.
Any outsiders allowed to buy in?
Not quite yet, but when we go public, you can...
I'd like to know.
All right.
Well, I'll tell you something. Now, that's good news. Really good news. When the people buy the plant from Viki, Maybe old Bo get a chance to spend some time with his family. Maybe get a chance to know.
I think I'm going to stick around Lord Manning just to build up.
Yeah, I think that's really Asa's that's Bo's decision, Asa.
Indeed it is, Asa.
What did I say? I just expressed an opinion.
Yes, and we all heard you loud and clear.
Well, I think it's time for us to say goodnight, Didi. It's a wonderful evening.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate your asking.
Thank you so much for coming, Harry. I'm delighted to
Harry,
I'll get
night to talk again.
Night.
Sure.
Didi.
I'll have lunch tomorrow then.
Oh,
I'll pick you up.
it's
Noon.
lovely.
Good night, Didi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good night.
Anybody want any more of this stuff?
Oh, Asa, how could you?
Yes.
That's the last of it. Yes, I promise.
Find anything? No, everything's locked up. Doors, windows. Here, let me take that.
Thank you. Well, maybe it was just a temporary power shortage or something. And it happened to be fixed the minute I turned the switch on?
Yeah, that'd be quite a coincidence.
Yeah, well, then what is the explanation?
It's simple. She just shut off the light when we went out to the car.
Yeah, you know, I've been pretty absent-minded lately. That could be it. All right, who's going to help me hook up my stereo?
Dan is.
Hey, Gary.
Come on, guys. I guess you can put one speaker over there, and the other one over there.
On top of the turntable?
No, the turntable put on the dresser.
All right.
Probably change the whole thing tomorrow, right?
Stay hooked up.
No. Want me to stay here with you tonight? I thought that your father would let you.
Well, no, not permanently, but, you know, if I explained to him it's your first night here and stuff, I'm sure he'd let me. Okay, can I use your phone?
Sure.
It's hooked up?
Yeah, I used it this afternoon.
Are you sure that this was hooked up? Because it's dead now.
Okay. If your young man shows up again, Wanda, you call me, all right? Let me know. What do we owe you here?
What is the matter with you? How many times do I have to tell you your money is not good in this establishment?
How do you expect to make a go of anything with that kind of philosophy?
Will you tell the man to put that thing in his left hand away?
I have no influence over this man.
Oh, no? Then who does?
Nobody.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll let it go this time. But when the guy comes in next time, you call me and I'll treat him for free. Is that all right?
That's all right, if I come.
If you can.
Wait a minute. Why don't you tell him to come to your office? Because maybe it was just the emergency room scared him with the, with the questions and the police. I mean, I'd be scared to death.
You're right. That's a good idea. Okay.
Will you be in all day tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, no. I'm a couple hours in the afternoon. I'm going to the Cougar practice.
Aha. Cougar. Yes. He is the team physician here on Dr. Larry.
Is that football?
Yes.
You mean I gotta learn football, too?
Come on, you learned She was great learning baseball.
Well, you couldn't have a better teacher. Ha ha.
Oh, listen, we went to about a half dozen games this season. Yes, I met Mike Schmidt and Gary Maddox, a bunch of the other players, because he knows the team physician. We got into the locker room.
Want to go to the team practice?
No, I can't. I'm too busy with the summer club.
What about a game on the weekend? I'll hit ball for tickets. Wanda, why don't you join us?
Oh, no. I would really like to do that, but I have too much stuff to do here, organizing everything. I mean, Sunday.
All right.
Game day, very busy here.
Okay, well, let's do it before it gets too cold anyway.
Yes.
That
I'm
was
so
sure
glad
good.
you came by.
Thank you.
Thank you. And it looks very good on you.
Yes, go ahead.
All right. Good night.
Yes.
Call me if you need something to watch me. I'll get the door. That's why I'm here.
Okay, would you like dessert or anything?
Coffee will be fine.
One coffee.
You don't remember me, do you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I remember you from the meeting here.
Afraid I was going to bust up the place?
If you would have busted up the place, you would have landed in jail. There you go.
Thank you.
Just so happens that the person that you beat up on was a very good friend of mine.
Maybe you had it coming.